Hello, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am Reese, and today the topic request is specific people, specific person, love, as it usually is love. So, what's the question? So, today I was triggered by other YouTubers' comments on their SP journey, specific person journey, someone failing to manifest their SP or sorry, or the SP got married, or it took 7 years to manifest their specific person. I felt awful. Despite it only being a couple of hours, and realized it's from my own insecurity, but those intrusive thoughts. Can you do a video on why intrusive thoughts don't manifest? Or maybe even a segment on success stories, i.e., SP or whatever. I think sometimes it will be help others knowing of other people's success. Right. Now, here's the thing. I can tell you success stories upon success stories, and what's gonna make you feel better about it. Right? You just said one where they took 7 years to manifest their specific person. I actually know of somebody who I don't know if they consciously know they manifest reality. I don't think that matters right this minute. But I know that he was in love with someone, and over 10 years things happened, and I think they weren't together for those 10 years, and then after 10 years I just found out they married. So like I said, but that's going to trigger you now because you said 7 years is a long time. Now the reason why you feel 7 years is a long time is you're projecting how you feel right now forward, right? So 7 years will feel like a long time if you're feeling miserable. What if I told you spent 7 years with the SP, completely in love, and that's it? And suddenly 7 years doesn't seem that long, does it? Right? Or the SP got married, or they failed to marry the specific person. So here's the thing. What does failure mean? Failure to do what? Failure to manifest something, failure to not manifest something. You're always manifesting something, right? So when you say I failed, you are declaring I failed, right? When you declare I failed at something, that means you're collapsing the wave of potential for that to be that potential. Like, no, I failed because they married someone else. Oh, okay. How did you fail? Like, does them being married to somebody else solidify reality? No, it doesn't. It could be dating, it could be a long-term relationship with somebody, it could be marriage, it could be moving across the country, it could be moving to a different country altogether, like overseas or whatever it is. Where's the line in I failed to manifest the love of my life? Maybe they married for a year and they end it, and somehow reality rearranges itself and you're together for the rest of your life. But you see, look at that, right? I don't even like that because it's just a way to make you feel better in, hey, this can happen anyway because of whatever. You don't need to do that. You don't need to make yourself feel better about things you don't choose, you don't prefer, right? That's all you're going to do. When you have these success stories, you're just trying to make yourself feel better about your current situation, your current choice, your current experience of reality. You don't have to feel better about it at all. Why? You don't like it. Don't try to make yourself feel better about something you don't like. See it as love because you are love. When you see it as love, when you see it as something that is perfectly unfolding, what happens is that you get to know that when you see everything as love, you understand that everything is created from the same substance. It's malleable, right? It's just ether. It's like water. It's like if you took water and you froze it, and if you really believe that me holding this ice cube, this ice ball, this ice thing, this ice structure is a finite structure, you've misunderstood what water is. You see, because the moment you take it from its solid state, where it's maintaining a solid state, that's kind of what you're doing. you're putting water into that potential of water into your essence, and you're solidifying it into ice, and you're saying, no, this is my reality. Well, when you just let go of it, and you say, okay, that's one aspect of water, one aspect of reality, one quantum reality, one lifeline. And you said, that's not my choice. My choice is to have water solidify in the way I want it to be solidified, and then it just melts away back into water, and you can, and then as you are rearranging it, which your higher being is doing, always into your ideal, it's solidifying back into that ice sculpture of reality that you want to experience. See, it's not set in stone. There's nothing set in stone, and I don't even want to get into success stories about this, because it'll just make you cling on to, oh no, this person did that, this person did that, this person did that, blah blah blah, and it's like, where's the end? Where's the end that you say, no, I don't care if I hear one more success story, and I don't care if I hear one more person complaining about failure, because all they are doing is saying, you know, I am a success, and all they are doing is saying, no, I failed and it's over, because I can't love this person anymore, I can't be with this person anymore, because the 3D says they are married. This person that I truly love, and I feel my heart dance and skip and play music when I think about them, that's done because they're married. How does that make sense? That just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. It's just like saying, you know, marriage is like the if and end all, and then that's it. That's that. What you are saying is that even if you married your SP, there is no plausible reasoning as to you leaving them or them leaving you, or you wanting something else after that. Doesn't make sense. You have to accept that even if you married the person that you love, you are married to the person that you love. But I'm just saying, three-dimensionally, if you are married to the person that you love, you also have to understand is that you can no longer be together at some point, because that's what reality is. It's unfolding in any way, every way, simultaneously, and that must have happened. You and that person must have been together and have been broken up and divorced and no longer speaking to each other in some form of reality. You're denying that for yourself. No, I don't want to believe it. I don't believe you are trying to do that. It's just that what you are seeing and what you are believing in is what you're going to be living, right? So it took 7 years to manifest the SP, and they failed, or they got married, or whatever. So let's look at this another way. How do you know that specific person is fulfilled in that marriage? You don't know. You know that they are doing something that you want to be doing, that you want to experience a fulfillment of, right? Not do it to be fulfilled. You already are fulfilled in every way, but you want to experience the fulfillment of being married to this person, or loving this person, or having a family with this person, etc., right? But how do you know they're fulfilled? How do you know what they're thinking? How do you know what they're feeling? You don't, right? The person who failed and manifesting the SP, you have no idea why he made the video. You have no idea why he said he failed. You have no idea what's going to happen to him tomorrow. None. You could wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I don't care about that failure video. That was just part of my unfolding, part of me letting it go. I am married to the girl that I love. And you could be married to her in a couple, however long, it doesn't matter. You have no idea. You just saw a video and made a whole back and forth lifeline for this guy, or for a girl, I don't know. Right? It doesn't make sense. It took 7 years to manifest the SP. How do you know that? Just because you said 7 years, you don't know what this guy or girl was doing and thinking and creating for 7 years. It could have been the best 7 years of their life. It could have been the worst 7 years of their life. You have no idea. You don't even know it for 7 years. You just said 7. Think about it. You don't know. You're making you're making illogical jumps based on three-dimensional expression of a form of reality that you don't have any idea what it was. You know, it's like, I spent 7 years doing something. How do you know he spent or she spent 7 years in the end? It could have been 7 days in the end, and 6 years, 360 days mourning and bitching. You have no idea, right? You don't. They could have been with some other people for like those 7 years, like 2 or 3 other people and realizing, but this person that was always in my heart was the one that I wanted to be with, and that's what happened. You don't know. You have no idea. See? So, moving on from that, I'm not just speaking to you, the person who asked the question about realizing it's all your own intrusive thoughts. I mean, these are just thoughts that come up, right? So what do you do with the intrusive thoughts, and why don't intrusive thoughts manifest? Because thoughts don't manifest. Thoughts do not manifest anything. Thoughts are a manifestation of everything. Oops. Thoughts are a manifestation of everything. And I think if you watch Tom's videos, you're familiar with this. I'll draw it quickly. So, reality is like this, right? You have level 7. Not with that pen though. Yeah, my nice pens. This one. Sure. You have level 7. Level 7. All encompassing. Level 7 is no movement. Level 7 is the infinite potential of nothingness knowing itself completely. It's the Father, it's I am, it's God, it's I. It's I. And then I split itself to know itself and became I am. Right? So the I knows itself completely. Every inch of it is known to it. The I am is expressing every part of it to know every part of it. That's why this is increasingly infinite. This just is the infinite. The infinite consciously knowing that it is infinite. It knows every part of itself. This is an increasing infinite knowing. You are that knowing increasing itself infinitely. Infinitely. Right? So that's 6 and that's 7. 5. I'm writing backwards just in case you didn't know. 5 is your consciousness. Your consciousness. You as the I am, that I am. And you are that I am here. Right? You are that I am. And then you get level 4, which is every identity you can inhabit as Reese or whomever. John, Jack, Joe, whatever. The infinite versions of John, the infinite versions of Jack, the infinite versions of Joe. Right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, that's 7, 6, 5, 4. 3 and 2. 3 and 2 are thoughts and feelings, and they are a manifestation of level 4. Right? They come about from, they're an experience of the identity that you're being. Right? Thoughts and feelings are an experience of the identity you're feeling. Actions is just the experience of the doing what the identity is doing. Right? So, putting it like that, think about what your desire is. Right? Let's just say you desire money for whatever reason. It's not usually obvious, but let's just say you desire money. All of your thoughts and feelings are going to be about money. You're going to flip-flop between I have all this money and experiencing having the money. So you imagine yourself walking into a store, buying whatever you want to, buying a car, going on a holiday, and then you will experience not having that money. Because the three-dimensional you, this you here, can only see three-dimensionally, right? It can only be aware of what's happening three-dimensionally as far as your eye can see, and even as far as your eye can see, you don't understand what it is your eyes are seeing or hearing, right? Then you get emotion. The emotions are generally what you are feeling. The emotions are generally revolving around what you are thinking and feeling in that exact moment, right? I don't have money. I have money. Yay! Right? Like that. Up and down, right? The reality vibrationally up and down. The wave, thank you. The wave of up and down, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. And when you swing with that wave, you experience a up and down experience. When you don't swing with the wave, you just go even keel. You just stay in the middle. Let the wave go up and down. Let yourself go up, let yourself go down, but you stay in the knowing that you're going up and you're going down because of these thoughts and feelings. But you're not one You are not of these thoughts and feelings. They don't do anything. They're a manifestation of what you are thinking and feeling in that moment. You don't have to worry about it. You're always going to have the thing. But sometimes you fixate on one. You fixate on this feeling that it felt so terrible. You remember how terrible it felt later. That's the thing. Just feel it right there. Say, oh, okay, I feel terrible. Ooh. And then carry on. It doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? It's like bumping your head. It's like, I hurt my hand. And then you're going to think like 2 hours later, I hurt my hand back then. No, no, you're not going to do that. You're just going to let it go, right? So let it go. They don't manifest because everything outside of that level 5, everything outside level 5, they're all encompassing everything that encompasses reality, everything that your awareness is encompassing me, the room, the phone, the camera, the TV, the YouTube channel, whatever. It's all encompassing that. So everything that is in the encompassing of it is a manifestation. Remember, the only thing that isn't a manifestation is you. You are the source of manifestation. You are the source of everything that is manifest. That's why they don't create. Because manifestations don't create manifestations. There's something out here, like this, doesn't create something else. I create it. Me, my I am awareness and my conscious awareness. That twofold, that three-dimensional focused being that I am, and that I am awareness that I am. That's what creates with me my time, space, and focus and attention on whatever it is. From the invisible, giving it life, and from that life comes here. That's why they don't create. It's only your focus that gives things life. So if you're focused on those intrusive thoughts, and you keep giving them life, and you're saying this is my normal, these terrible things that I consider terrible that make me feel awful, that's what will give life to it, because it's indifferent to what you give life to. So if you know life is indifferent to what you give life to, give life to what you want to give life to, love, right? Mm-hmm. Right, and I will say this because you specifically asked for it. I think sometimes it will be helpful for other people to know success stories. And okay, I've covered it before, I'm going to say it one more time. Success stories and failure stories are nothing more than stories that neither show you success or failure. They are meaningless. Saying I manifested something successfully or I manifested something and I failed to manifest something are both successful manifestations in whatever story you decided to tell in that moment. I failed to do something is a success story in your story being failure. I succeeded in doing something is a success story in you succeeding as a successful person. The state which you are being manifested successfully. If you are experiencing success, that means you are successfully manifesting from the state of being which is success. If you are failing, you are successfully manifesting from the state of failure, of being a failure. And that's impossible because that's why you can see it's impossible. It's impossible to fail at something. You are succeeding at being a failure. I know it sounds a bit like asinine at points, but it is that. So one of those things. But if you know you're being a failure, you know you're succeeding at being a failure, say, hey, you know what, I succeeded in this intrusive thought coming to life. I'm the one that gave life. With my fear and my doubt, with fear and doubt is nothing more than attention on something you don't want. With my attention, I gave this ridiculousness power. I gave it life. I brought it into my awareness. And sometimes I've created such I would say interesting, but that's not the right word. Very specific things. Like I thought about my friend with riding a motorbike one day, and she said, "Yeah, I was thinking about riding a motorbike." I was like, "What? Oh, okay, right." And then in the moment you feel a bit like flabbergasted, but then you realize, no, I am the creator of my reality. She couldn't think of anything else, right? Because she already existed as that version of herself who was thinking about riding a motorcycle, right? So it got pulled in from reality because everyone exists infinitely in the metaphysical imagination. You can't think of anybody doing something that they aren't doing anywhere. Everyone's doing everything everywhere, including you. So whatever you feel as your ideal, whatever you feel as that love, imagine it and know that it's yours. I think because your I am knows what you desire. I mean, you know what you desire as well. Sometimes you get a bit flabbergasted, confused, but just know that your desire is always love. To know yourself as love. So you just focus on knowing yourself as love, and the truest desires will just kind of just stay there. So I think I covered that mostly, that topic. But here's the thing, I'll just leave you with this end bit. I think it's a beautiful thing, personally, when you realize that you want to experience that love with someone else, and or you want to experience that love with a specific person. I think it's a beautiful thing to really love someone, because when you really love someone, you really understand what unconditional love is, because you don't actually want those conditions to actually have any conditioning on you. Some things can happen and you can fight and not talk, and you can do this, and you can feel really, really angry at this person. But something it tells you is that this anger is not right. This fear and doubt is not right. This whatever it is I'm feeling toward this person, I don't have any intention of keeping it, because the only thing I choose to do is to have that love, because the love is the only thing that's important. And oftentimes when you love someone truly, you have the thought that I can't be with this person in the way that I love, and I'm scared of that, because everything else is manifesting my fears and my doubts and these intrusive thoughts, and these years going by, and these failures like looming with these other people and blah blah blah. Realize something, what's always there is that you love this person, and that's the only thing that frankly I think matters. And so when you love somebody, stay with it. Don't do anything about it. Know that you love. You didn't do anything to fall in love with them, to realize that you have always loved them. Stay with the love. Stay with the love. That's it. That's really what I have to say about that. And yeah, thank you for the question. Thank you for the liking and subscribing and the goodwill and the love. Grateful for it. If you have any more questions, and if you want me to expand further on this here, I will need a question that delves a bit deeper into it, but I think I covered most of it. So that was fun. I'm grateful to have been here. I'm grateful to have spoken to you guys, and much love. I do have a Facebook group if you want to join. I do coaching sessions if you want to book one. That would be wonderful as well. If not, enjoy the holidays. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. And again, love is joy. So be that joyful, loving person that you would be with them anyway. Because you are that. You've always been that. And just let that unfold from within you. So, take care.